Today, we are going to take a look at the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar ahead of today's FOMC. I'll show you some key levels to keep in mind, including where I'm looking to trade this pair and some targets to watch. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here with the 2-week time frame. Now, the only reason I'm using this time frame is to fit this channel on the chart that goes back to 2015. So we're going to work our way in starting here with the 2-week time frame. So we'll go to the 2-week all the way down to the 4-hour time frame in this video. Okay, so we've got this channel here on the dollar CAD chart on the 2-week time frame. You can see going back to 2015 again, and we know that the market is coming off of this level and carving higher highs and higher lows. So right now, what I am looking for from the dollar CAD is buying opportunities at support, okay, at swing lows. And currently we do have that situation. However, I'm going to show you exactly what the pair has to do here over the next few days to really start to break out to the upside. Now, looking here at the 2-week time frame, what you're going to notice too, if I move in, before we drop down to any other time frames, this is going to be critically important for the dollar CAD in any long situation. Okay, so any buy situation that you're looking at here, the market is going to have to clear these lows from back here right around 1.33. This is going to be a critical area for this market to get back above, because you can see that on the 2-week time frame as well as the monthly, the market right now is trading below this area up here. Okay, so 1.33 is going to be a massive area that the dollar versus the Canadian dollar has to get back above in order to turn bullish. So keep that in mind with everything we talk about today, that 1.33 is going to be critical on the higher time frames. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and drop down now to the daily time frame. And this is the trend line that I've mentioned now a few times. So you can see that we do have a trend line that starts down here with that 2021 low. So we've got these lows through here, this one, and also this touch recently. Now, currently, the dollar CAD is consolidating just above this level. So given the fact that the market is carving higher highs and higher lows ever since that 2021 low down here, because the broader trend here is higher, right? So I'm looking for potential buying opportunities on pullbacks. However, once again, keep in mind that this 1.33 level is the same one that we just looked at on the 2-week time frame. So this area through here is going to be critical to see the dollar CAD break out from this and then start to move higher. So you can see that it tried back here and failed. So this is going to be the one that bulls have to get back above, reclaim that in order to move higher later this year. Okay, so let's take a look at what this pair has to do in order to break out higher. And if you guys are enjoying this content, be sure to smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. It takes hours for me to make these videos and a couple of seconds to hit that like button. So I really do appreciate it when you guys show your support for these videos that take me a lot of time to make. So looking at the daily chart, you can see where we have the market once again coming off of this trend line right down here. So right around 1.31, this is going to be the must hold level for bulls. This one right here, if we see it break down, then we're looking at a move down here toward the bottom of this channel. But as long as the market's above this, again, I am looking for buying opportunities. Just keep in mind that this area up around 1.33 is going to be critical to reclaim in order to see this market move higher. So what bulls have to do here, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, you'll notice that we do have a potential ascending triangle that's formed here for the dollar CAD. You can see resistance up here, all right, right off of this level, and we have this ascending level off of these recent lows. So this does look relatively constructive, relatively bullish going into today's FOMC, but the market is going to have to get above this area first, right around 1.324. So, close above this, and then also start to reclaim 1.33 to 1.337. So this entire area back here, this is going to be the one that the market has to get back above in order to expose higher levels. But just given the uptrend that we've seen since 2021, and also the fact that the market is carving this potentially bullish consolidation down here and also above that 2021 trend line, I do favor looking for longs here even after FOMC. Okay, so we'll see how FOMC affects the market today. Just keep in mind that we are likely to see a lot of volatility for the US dollar ahead of that event and also after that event. So, keep that in mind. You probably don't want to trade this market ahead of that event just because of the volatility that we are likely to see. But I do think that just given this structure here, especially if we look at the 12-hour time frame, right, you can see that this market has also formed a descending channel. So off of these highs back here, we've got this low, this one right here, also this one recently. And on the upside, we've got these two swing highs. So this right here could be your target if we see the dollar CAD start to break out from 1.324. Let's call it 1.325 to be conservative here. So break out from this, also reclaim this area up here, right? If it can do that, then your target is up here around 1.345, the top of that descending channel. Okay, so I do like this market higher. I do think that we are likely to see the dollar versus the Canadian dollar break higher. Okay, break above this level up here, maybe consolidate for a bit up here in this area before it can break out between 1.33 and 1.337 to target the top of this channel. And by the way, guys, I talk about my trading group a lot, but if you are interested in joining, here's what you need to do. So what you need to do is look below this video here on YouTube in the description and click on that link for Blueberry Markets, or if you're on the website, scroll down from this video and you'll see the link right there. Head over here to this page and fill out this application. Okay, now once you fill out this application, you are going to have a choice from either a 20% deposit bonus or your first trade free, meaning that if your first trade is a loss, they will refund you up to $300. Okay, so it's literally a risk-free trade, or you can get that 20% deposit bonus. So once you sign up over here, you're going to deposit $500 or more and then message me on the website. I'll give you lifetime access to our trading group where I provide daily videos, exclusive setups, and also my trades in real time. So I'm going to show you my trades that I'm taking on the Euro USD, Bitcoin, etc. So once again, see the link in the description here on YouTube, or if you're on the website, scroll down from this video and you'll see the link to Blueberry Markets right there. Now, looking even higher up here for the pair, you can see that we do have this level up around 1.365. So we've got this pivot right back here. You can see resistance, support, and resistance 2 more times. So this right here would be another target, including or in addition to the top of this channel. And this trend line up here, okay, lastly, we do have a trend line. If we go to, let's say, the 3-day time frame and go back here to March of 2020, which obviously this was the COVID high, what I'm calling the COVID high for the dollar CAD. You can see back here, we've got this high, this one here, and this one recently. So ultimately, even though the market still has to reclaim this level around 1.33, you can see that the pair is still trading within this massive wedge pattern. Okay, so at the moment, the market is coming off of support down here, which is exactly why I'm looking for longs in this area. Same thing down here, you want it to be looking for longs and looking for shorts up here in this region. Okay, so at the moment, as long as the market's above this trend line down here, I am cautiously bullish on the dollar CAD. But again, I know I keep saying it, but again, the market has to get above 1.33 to really turn higher up here toward the 1.365 area later this year. Now, before we go, no analysis on the dollar CAD would be complete without looking at the DXY, the US dollar index. So let's take a look at that quickly here. And what you're going to notice is that the market is trading within this descending channel. So I've talked about this recently here. We've also talked about this a lot in the members community. So you can see descending channel here, and also the market is trading below that trend line that we've looked at from 2021. Okay, so we got the breakdown down here in this area, and also the market broke down below the 100.8 level recently. However, we have since that time had a reclaim of 100.8. So you can see these two lows back here, right there at 100.8. We got the close back above last week. So this is going to be critical support now for the DXY. And this is kind of why I'm leaning a little bit more bullish on the dollar right now, just because we did see that reclaim. And furthermore, you can see on the 2-day time frame, right? If you look back here at 101.25, you'll notice that we do have a lot of closing prices through this area. And so far, the market is trying to hold on to that as new support. And lastly, if we drill down even further and take a look here at the 1-hour time frame, this is also a channel that I've talked about recently, including in last week's forecast. So you can see that the market was unable to break out of the top of this channel, right? So we've had multiple touches off of the top of this channel up here. Again, this is what I talked about last weekend. And we've also seen the market bouncing here from channel support. Okay, so as long as the DXY is above this area, and especially 100.8, I am cautiously bullish on the dollar. But we all know how quickly FOMC, something like FOMC, can change these markets. So as I mentioned earlier, this is probably not a situation where you want to be trading today with FOMC coming up. Not financial advice, just my opinion, because we could see a lot of change for something like the DXY and also the dollar CAD. But given the fact that the DXY did manage to reclaim 100.8 recently, and it's also moving within this very steep ascending channel and coming off of that support level, again, I am cautiously bullish on the DXY as long as that's the case. Now, if we were to see the DXY rotate lower and take out 100.8, then we are looking at that move potentially back down here toward the 100 area. Okay, but for now, cautiously bullish on the DXY and looking here at the dollar CAD. Just to kind of wrap up, again, we are looking at the market moving here within this massive wedge pattern. So as long as that's the case and the market's coming off of this support area down here, then I'm only interested in looking for longs toward some of these levels like 1.337 and also potentially this area up here around 1.365 later this year. All right, that's it for today's video. Again, do me a favor and smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. And don't forget to sign up to Blueberry Markets where you can get your first trade free or a 20% deposit bonus. See the link in the description here on YouTube, or if you're on the website, scroll down from this video and you will see the link to Blueberry Markets right there. Trade well, be careful with FOMC, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.